Welcome to Brace Yourself, the Raw and Unfiltered podcast. Join me as we dive into bold and authentic conversations about relationships, self-care, cultural shifts, generational cycles, and more. This podcast is your go-to for real talk and eye-opening insights, all while challenging norms and inspiring change. Tune in to explore the truths that matter most and get ready to embrace the unfiltered reality. Hey everyone, welcome back to Brace Yourself, the Raw and Unfiltered podcast. I'm your girl, Ariel Marie. And this week, I want to keep the vibe uplifting, motivational, and down to earth, just like we do best. We've got a lot to unpack. Some gems from Lizzie Jeff's music that had me thinking a story about a senior citizen love triangle. Yes, you heard that right. And a few words about why grace and healing matter more than ever. Now, I have to be clear. I will not be playing these tracks here, but because they've been speaking to my spirit, I want to talk through their verses, especially the ones that made me snap my fingers and say, yes, sis, preach. Now, just because I'm not playing the song on the podcast episode does not mean I won't dissect and post this on the TikTok page, which I will be doing this week, so look out for that. The first song that I want to dissect from Lizzie Jeff is called Hustle and Flow. And the main thing that I've got from that song is rising in our purpose. Lizzie Jeff had this verse that goes, feeling immaculate as I rise in my purpose. I never did strive to be flawless or perfect, just authentic in my excellence, mindful of my battles, accountable for all of my actions. Woo! When I tell you, I say that I do say that. I say that every single day, but I say it at least 5 times a day. It's an affirmation for me now. Let it be an affirmation for you as well. Just imagine how you feel when you say it. Say it with me. I'm feeling immaculate as I rise in my purpose. I never did strive to be flawless or perfect, just authentic in my excellence, mindful of my battles, and accountable of all of my actions. Whew. Let's pause here, because that's a sermon in itself. As Black women, we're often forced into this box where society expects us to be superhuman. We're told, don't mess up, don't show weakness, and any imperfection can be used against us. And even though I just said Black women, I'm talking about the Black culture period. Yes, Black women, they want us to be superwoman, but they also believe that our Black men are supermen. So I'm talking about just our community, period. Lizzie's lines remind me that it's okay not to be flawless. Our real power is in being genuine, knowing we're not perfect, but constantly evolving. She continues with, it's okay to fuck up sometimes as long as you learn from it. Did y'all hear that? It is okay to fuck up sometimes as long as you learn from it. Say what you mean and finish what you start. Let's be real. The perfectionism we carry can be a generational trauma response. And me being a Virgo, I have that perfectionism trait installed in me deeply. And I am unlearning being perfect, because all my life I've tried to be a perfectionist and be perfect and everything else. And like I said, that's a generational trauma response. Our ancestors survived on resilience. But guess what? Resilience doesn't mean you never break. It means you learn from every fracture and you keep moving. If you slip, stand up, readjust your crown, and keep it pushing. And that line about say what you mean and finish what you start is a direct challenge to be bold in our words and intentions. No half-stepping, because your voice matters. There is power in the tongue. Say what you mean and finish what you start. Be mindful of what comes out of your mouth. Say what you mean. That's why I don't use that B word, that BROKE word. I don't use that. That word does not come out of my mouth. It don't matter if I have 2 cents to my name. You won't ever hear me say that B word. Because you're going to forever be that. Power is in the tongue. Be mindful of your words. Say what you really mean. And also finish what you start as well. Now, the next song that I want to talk about is called Arrangements. The Cosmic Mother, disrespected and ignored. Now let's get into arrangements. Lizzie Jeff drops these lines that left me shook. Excuse me. You know I'm gassy. Excuse me. Y'all know I'm gassy. And I'm over here drinking my tea because I'm currently downtown right now. And it's a bit chilly outside. So the tea is actually perfect right now for what I'm doing. But let's get into arrangements. How am I mother of the entire cosmos, seen as a threat? How am I descended from greatness, but receive no respect? How am I the most copied, the most followed, but society rejects me? How can I be so influential, yet always ignored? I need my kings now more than ever before. Feels like my feelings don't matter. My pain is invalid. Like the ones who came before me didn't die for the ballot. Did y'all hear what I said? I need to say a few of these lines again because how am I mother of the entire cosmos seen as a threat? How am I descended from greatness but receive no respect? How am I the most copied and the most followed but society rejects me? How? Those words are a gut punch because they cut straight to the reality of the Black woman's experience. We are the blueprint, culturally, musically, stylistically, and yet mainstream society often acts like we're disposable. It's infuriating, but it's also fueling. It means we have to continue uplifting each other, reminding the world that we're not only the mothers of creation, but we're also an unstoppable force of nature. Mother of the cosmos, seen as a threat, speaks to the fear roots. When Black women tap into their full strength, it shakes oppressive systems. This country was built on our backs, but is terrified of our collective awakening. Descended from greatness, but receives no respect. That's so real. We come from innovators, warriors, and revolutionaries. Yet we're still battling microaggressions and systematic racism daily. We're still battling it. It is something we deal with. Descended from greatness, but receive no respect. No respect. And half of these motherfuckers would not be where they was today if it was not for us. But yet we get looked down upon. Copied and followed, but society rejects me? From our hairstyles to our speech, we set trends. But when we do it, it's unprofessional. And when someone else do it, it's innovative. Crazy, right? Crazy. All the styles. From even having the curves, wanting to... everything. Everything. They copy it. But when we do something that's unprofessional, my feelings don't matter. My pain is invalid. Like the ones who came before me didn't die for the ballot. We have ancestors who literally laid down their lives so we can have a voice in this country. Why the fuck are y'all so quiet? Talk. Speak up. Speak up. Please and thank you. Y'all not loud enough for me. We need to get even more louder. We need to cause a motherfucking ruckus. Stir the pot. Stir the pot. Because again, our ancestors who have literally laid down their lives so we can have a voice in this country. We cannot let them down by staying silent and accepting a lesser version of ourselves. Because that's literally what y'all doing. That's literally what y'all doing. Lizzie Jeff calling out, I need my kings now more than ever before, is a rallying cry. It's a reminder that as a Black woman, we've always been the backbone of the movement. And we need our brothers to stand shoulder to shoulder with us, protecting, uplifting, and cherishing the queens that we are. Society has us so separated from one another. Our culture is the only culture that makes music disrespecting and down talking the same culture in the women and the men in our culture. You got women rapping out here rapping about fuck these niggas, I'm gonna use them. And you got men out here rapping about women, fuck these hoes, I don't care for them. And then they end up marrying a white woman or, someone who is not of the Black culture. And it's all because of society and learned behavior from other cultures that has caused us to think we need to work against each other. And that's exactly what they wanted. Because if the men and the women, if the Black men and the Black women were together fighting, boy, oh boy, this world would not be right here the way that it is right now. But the fact that they have us divided, first of all, y'all have to realize This is all control. This has all been a generational control mechanism thing since slave days. They knew if they took the father out of the home and made the mom become a single parent, where do you think single family homes started from? From slavery. That was a control thing. They took the fathers out the homes. The fathers didn't want to not take care of their kids no more. They were taking away. And so now it's a pattern and it's expected for that to happen because that was something that was taught centuries ago. Kings, we need y'all more than ever before. Ever before. Don't ever think otherwise. Y'all are needed just as much as we are needed. We are the voice, but y'all are the brains, the body, and the strength. I'm talking about the brains, the body, and the strength. The strength, the body, y'all protect us. We need that. We can't just go with our voices. We need the muscle too, because they scared of y'all. Granted, they scared of us, but they scared of y'all. They scared of y'all, which is good, because they should be. Fuck. Make them niggas curl up in the corner or something. And also, if y'all haven't noticed, well, not if y'all haven't noticed, but I do just want to say that this, while I am on this topic, I will marry a Black man. I will have a Black family. I know that last year I was in a racial relationship, and that was an eye-opening experience for me, but that was my first and my last one. First and last. Something in me just always told me that I need my king now more than ever before. And baby, when I say, I ain't gonna say too much, but love my Black man, okay? So on a totally different note, my grandma left me in some wild news. There was a shootout right across the street from her senior apartment building. Naturally, I assumed it was some younger folks acting out, but nope. No, y'all. She telling me the story, telling me it was a shootout across from her apartment. Mind you, my grandma stays downtown where all the senior apartments are at. And I'm like, a shootout? Like, a what? First of all, girl, you need to move. 1. 2, who was causing ruckus down there at the senior apartment? Like, them young folks need to go on somewhere. Like, don't be doing that at the senior apartment. But she goes to tell me it was a senior citizen love triangle. Y'all, it left me shook. This was not a young age group out there acting a motherfucking fool. And y'all can look this up on Fox 2 News as well. It's on there. No, these were 60 and 70-year-olds. This woman broke up with this man and she got with an older man in a wheelchair. And her ex was mad and he shot the man in the wheelchair and was shooting other people around there. He dropped the gun and the girl picked up the gun and shot him. So you got 60 and 70-year-olds out there being immature and childish, and their minds are just everywhere. And all I could think about was, these are grandparents. You know, these are grandparents out here doing this. These people my grandma age. And I've always held the elderly generation to a certain standard because they have specific morals and everything else. And the fact that they out here crashing out like our generation is a big eye-opener. It is a huge eye-opener that back then, the world that we live in now is not the same world that they were living in back then. You had your sanity back then. These babies is losing their sanity. Well, I ain't gonna call them babies. They old as hell. They ain't no babies. But they is losing their minds. What is going on in the world? It's the food. It's the clothes. It's the environment. It's everything. We are literally under attack. And it's reaching everybody. Why am I telling you this? Because it opened my eyes to how nobody is immune to mental health struggles or emotional turmoil. We often think older generations are calmer, wiser, more well put together. But stress and heartbreak can hit at any age bracket. This world we live in, it got everybody and their mama losing it. And when I say everybody and their mama, everybody, their mama, their grandma, their great-grandma, everybody is losing it. The takeaway, give grace. When you step outside, remember everyone is battling something. That meltdown you see in someone might be a ticking time bomb of years of unresolved hurt, regardless of whether they're 20, 50, or 80. Let's show empathy and compassion because the mental health crisis is real and it's crossing every line age, race, status, you name it. It's a bit chilly out here. Let me sip my tea some more. Hold on. 2025 has been a whirlwind, right? But I've been calling it the year of new beginnings from day one. Since 2025 started, I was telling all y'all, like, y'all, this is the year. This is the year of change. Big things gonna happen. Your life is gonna turn around. And I wholeheartedly believe that. Despite the chaos around us, positive shifts are happening within our communities, within our minds, and within our spirits. I've experienced this shift firsthand when I went to Zenith Wellness Studio in downtown Detroit for a sound bath healing. As the vibrations of the bowls washed over me, it felt like layers of stress, fear, and doubt were peeled away. By the end, I felt realigned with my purpose, more spiritually attuned, like I could see my path with fresh eyes. Literally. And that is something that I will be doing consistently on a monthly basis because that is a form of self-care. If you ever feel weighed down, look up the Zenith Wellness Studio in downtown Detroit. It is 420 friendly. She does something just about every single day. The atmosphere, the energy there is just so beautiful. You will leave refreshed, happy, cleansed, light. Your heart will be open. Or you can look meditation spots in your area as well. But when you take care of your mental and spiritual well-being, you're unstoppable. Let's connect the dots. Lizzie Jeff sings about creating your life, your hustle, and your spiritual alignment on your own terms. My grandma's story shows us that no one is immune to losing their way. That means we all need to look within for peace and guidance, because that's where the real transformation happens. As Toni Morrison said, you want to fly, you got to give up the stuff that weighs you down. This does not just mean physical clutter. It could be the negative beliefs, toxic relationships, or limited mindsets we hold on to. And in the words of Queen Bell Hooks, knowing how to be solitary is essential to the art of loving. Translation, stop seeking external validation. The moment you begin to love and honor your reflection, you learn how to spread that same authentic love to the world. I want to leave you with a few motivational quotes from our iconic Black voices. From Fannie Lou Hamer, never forget where we came from and always praise the bridges that carried us over. From Angela Davis, I am no longer accepting things that I cannot change. I am changing the things I cannot accept. And I've said this quote before in plenty of podcast episodes, and I'm going to constantly keep saying that because you don't have to accept the things you cannot change. You can just change the things that you cannot accept. These quotes remind me that yes, we got struggles, but we also have the power to reshape our world. First eternally, and then collectively. If you've been feeling stuck, take a moment right now. Close your eyes. Breathe in deep. And as you exhale, imagine letting go of every weight you've been carrying. Picture yourself standing in that sacred place Lizzie Jeff sings about, where hustle doesn't drain you and flow is abundant, where arrangements align with who you truly are, where a new day feels like a new beginning. Breathe in that possibility and exhale anything that tells you it's not yours to have. You have something sacred to offer this world. The storms might come, the world might feel shaky, but there's a divine power in you that can calm those waves. Your peace, your happiness, and your growth, those are your rights. Cherish them, protect them, and never doubt them. So when Lizzie Jeff says, I never did strive to be flawless or perfect, just authentic in my excellence, let that seep into your spirit. Let it encourage you to show up raw, real, and ready to elevate. When she asks, how am I the mother of the entire cosmos seen as a threat? Let it stir that righteous anger in you that pushes you to be more vocal, more fearless, and more protective of our culture. Because we are the blueprint. We are the cosmos. We're hot-blooded with innovation, love, and unstoppable willpower. I want you to remember that your presence in this world is no accident. Every day that you open your eyes, you are standing on the shoulders of our ancestors, those who fought, bled, and sacrificed for us. We've come so far. but we got even further to go. Embrace the truth like a wildfire in your soul. Let it guide you through the obstacles that want to break you. Let it remind you that you are more powerful than any barrier placed in front of you. Because when you realize you are the mother of cosmos, you stop asking permission to thrive. You just do it. When you claim accountability and authenticity, you break free from the chains of perfectionism and step into your revolutionary self. Yes, this world can be harsh. Yes, our feelings get dismissed, but our voices, our brilliance, and our community will always be the antidote. So go forth. Stand boldly in your excellence. Flaws and all. Gather your tribe. Support your kings. Support your queens. And remember, every breath you take is a testament to the resilience of those who came before you. Fill that breath with purpose. Speak up. Show out. And watch the universe shift in your favor. This is Ariel Marie, signing off from Brace Yourself, the Raw and Unfiltered podcast. Until next time, keep your head high, your spirit unbreakable, and your love revolutionary. We got this. Stay blessed, fam, and stay ready because the world is waiting on us. And always remember to be blacker than black. I love y'all. Talk to y'all next week.